Hey guys, it's Bagels Battles here, and today we're going to be talking about the Resident Evil Village Winter's Expansion DLC, releasing this October 28th. So before we get into it, if you guys could hit that like button, subscribe, join my Discord and Patreon, link in the description, it would be greatly appreciated. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so a lot of people were talking about this when it first got announced, but it has kind of been overshadowed by the Resident Evil 4 remake and all the leaks that came with it. But this 3-pack of downloadable content includes third-person mode, Mercenaries Additional Orders, and for the main attraction, RE8 is going to be playable on the same day. Just kidding. Shadows of Rose is a DLC that is also another addition to the Winters family saga. It takes place 16 years after Ethan died, which is interesting because at first thought, you would think because Rose is like Evelyn, she would age fast like Evelyn too. And I was even confused about this for a while, but it all comes back to one line that was said by Mother Miranda. Take a listen.
Who are you? Where's Rose? Miranda.
Enough. Remember Evelyn and her power over them all? Rose is her successor. No. Rose is Evelyn's true, complete form. She will grow to fully control the masses. And I must have her.
Fuck you, you crazy bitch!
That's right. Miranda said Rose is Evelyn's successor, therefore implying she's like Evelyn, but without all the problems. Therefore, aging is not an issue. She would just age like any normal person. So there's that problem solved. So now let's get into the story. Alright, I made a couple other videos about the Shadows of Rose story, so I'll just go over this real quick, and I suggest you go watch those in the iCard right there for a more in-depth storytelling and breakdown. Alright, but here we go. Shadows of Rose is a DLC focused on Rosemary Winters, where she is not very thrilled with her powers, so she goes on a quest to get rid of her powers, and finds out that in order to get rid of her powers, she must enter the consciousness of the Megamycete, where she can't even rely on luck to be on her side, as this world itself is trying to attack her. But there's one thing, Michael, and I say thing because he just appears as some ghostly being who writes on the walls and helps her through what seems to be a helpless world. There's the story for that one, you guys. But I do suspect them to reveal Ethan's face in the Shadows of Rose DLC, because why would they want the first time fans see Ethan's face to just be a third-person mode of an already existing game? Like, what? Anyways, now that we got that out of the way, wait, speaking of third-person mode, moving on. Third-person mode, there's really not much to talk about here. That being said, let's talk about the little that we do have to talk about, alright? So basically, it will be like the third-person mod, but with facial expressions, and they will rework some of the mechanics. But I hope they let you move around the camera still, because if they don't, and we still don't get to see Ethan's face, that'll be terrible, and fans will not be very happy. Now moving on to the Mercenaries Additional Orders, we are getting a few new characters, such as Chris Redfield, Alcina Dimitrescu, and Carl Heisenberg. From what it looks like, they will all have their own special abilities. Like Chris can punch, Carl can use his hammer, and various other metal items around the map. He could probably summon some too. And Alcina can grab enemies by their necks and ram them into the ground just like she did to Ethan in the main game. And she could also throw her chair and such and such. So yeah, I will be giving RE8 its own video, and my 100 subscriber special is coming soon, so be still tuned in for that. That being said, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like it, subscribe, tell all your friends about it, everyone you even know exists to subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode of Bagels Battles!